Yeah, I mean, I think the top three are completely interchangeable. You know, it was so close. It was such a good weekend. Is there anything that you just missed off the top 10 list?
The NXT tag title match was good. I just didn't put it in the top 10. I would have ended up having like all the NXT matches in there. And I wanted to diversify it a little bit. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I mean, I think Styles and Nakamura was good, but it just didn't really live up to the expectations. So I just liked all those other matches better than that one. I'm not sure if it was the crowd or whatever was going on.
What world are we in where we have Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler in the top 10 and not Styles versus Nakamura? Isn't that crazy?
It is a little crazy. I mean, I saw some ratings for that match, and people seem to rate it. Like I think Meltzer gave it 3 3/4 stars.
That's a little high.
Yeah, I might not have gone that high. I don't know if maybe it was just the crowd was kind of burnt out by that point for such a long show. I don't know what the factors are in it, but
you think they held back because of the Nakamura heel turn towards the end, and they kind of wanted to have the big payoff, maybe at SummerSlam?
It's possible. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know when you read stuff. I heard that they made a bunch of changes to the WrestleMania show. In like the day or days leading into it, and that was one of them because now that Daniel Bryan is back in wrestling, they felt like. Maybe Vince felt there were too many baby faces on SmackDown, so he decided to turn Nakamura heel and kind of mix it up there. I don't know if that's true, but the heel turn was I wasn't expecting that. I thought Nakamura would just get some more rematches. I think that was one of the few matches I picked correctly actually on Sunday, which for WrestleMania was AJ Styles, but I just didn't think that he would turn. So that part was good, and it should make SmackDown a little bit more interesting should he stay there and not move in the Superstar Shakeup.
Well, I mean, you are a natural radio guy because that, my friend, that's a segue into the Superstar Shakeup, which is taking place tomorrow night into Tuesday night, Monday Night Raw, and Tuesday Night SmackDown. I don't know if I'm sure there's going to be matches too throughout the shows.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember how it was last year. I think the one last year started at Nassau Coliseum by us. My buddy Charlie was there for that. But yeah, I think they're probably going to have matches intertwined with, people showing up and doing different things as they move brands.
Okay, so now how do you want to do this? Do you want to go 5 people going to Raw, 5 people going to SmackDown, just a couple of ideas off the top? What do you want?
Yeah, I had a couple of ideas. I just, I was trying to figure them all out, but it's hard to figure. I mean, I'll just throw a couple of things out there from the different, divisions between women tag and overall men's division. So I felt, sure. Yeah. I mean, I felt like for, I guess like for the tag teams, well, I'll just throw a couple things out there. So I thought maybe that the tag teams, I thought the Usos might go, even though now they're the number one contenders. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it just felt like the right thing because New Day moved last year. Bludgeon Brothers are the tag team champions. So it just seems like maybe moving the Usos away from SmackDown and the New Day is the right thing to do. And then I would probably swap Gallows and Anderson and move them over to SmackDown. So to me, those are tag teams that I would personally switch.
Okay. As far as tag teams, it's tough because you just have the AOP, so AOP and the Bludgeon Brothers can't be on the same show. I think that's something important. I also don't know if I would like Gallows and Anderson to have a bigger role. You know what? Actually, yeah, I would have Gallows and Anderson go to SmackDown, but I would also have Finn Balor go to SmackDown. He's no longer in any of the title pictures. I think him in the U.S. heavyweight title picture on SmackDown would be something very interesting. So, yeah, I'm with you. Allison Ganderson. That's a good one. That's almost as good as Ricardo, Cien, Almeida, Almas. Shooters. So, I'm saying Finn and the club head to SmackDown.
Yeah, that was another one for me. So, I personally was thinking that Gallows and Anderson and Finn Balor should go to SmackDown. I think what that does then is it puts them on the same show. I wouldn't move AJ Styles, especially since he's the champion. So, I would leave him there, and it puts the whole club dynamic on SmackDown and keeps all the Shield guys on Raw. So you have still Reigns. I would leave him, Rollins, and then Ambrose is injured. I would leave him as well. And I would move Balor, Gallows, and Anderson to SmackDown. And you can kind of have them interact with Styles in whatever capacity that you want to do with those four, whether you want to have them aligned or feuding. I think that would be a good move. And I don't know. Yeah, it's tough as far as who I would move from SmackDown over to Raw because, SmackDown needs – they need some guys. BK texted me. We were talking about it a little bit, and he thought maybe they might move Strowman to SmackDown, which I could see them doing that to get him away from Reigns. But again, on that show, you've got Styles, you've got Daniel Bryan. So I don't know.
Do you have Daniel Bryan? Do you have Daniel Bryan on SmackDown, or does he go to Monday Night Raw? Because that's what I'm kind of thinking.
He might, yeah. I mean, he might. The only thing I would be cautious of if I was WWE is having him and Roman Reigns on the same show, because when they did that last time, or when that was the case last time a couple of years back when Bryan was first wrestling, it blew up in their faces pretty good. Maybe they don't care at this point just because Reigns is what he is and they're going to do what they want to do.
See, I would only think it because they have him and Styles in the same show.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they could do. That's the part I'm a little fuzzy on, is like these mid to upper card SmackDown guys. The other thing is I don't know where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to be, right? Because technically they're not on SmackDown. They had a match on Raw. It went to a draw.
NXT.
So
you gonna go back to NXT?
No, that would not be. I would not do that.
Well, are the NXT guys involved in the Superstar Shakeup? Do we know that?
They might be. I'm trying to remember last year who came up after Mania and then who moved in the Superstar Shakeup. So I don't know if it was strictly NXT main roster guys at that point. I can't remember them all. The only thing, I guess, the only other ideas I had for the shakeup were as far as the women's division was concerned, and I think that I was going to say move Becky Lynch to Raw, but now I'm wondering if maybe they move Naomi to Raw if the Usos are going to move, the way she can kind of move with her husband. And I don't know. I think that maybe Natalya as well can move to Raw. And then I don't think Asuka appeared on TV at all last week. Am I right about that?
Right.
So I think maybe you can move her to SmackDown unless you want to have her work a program with Nia Jax. But I would probably move her to SmackDown and let the Raw girls, like if you move either Becky or Naomi, Natalya over, you got Ember Moon over there now. I think that might be what I would do as far as the women are concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Absolution, right, with Paige. So you have Sonyville and Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
I'm with you 100%. Natalya's going to go to Raw. She kind of did the honors on her way out, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I was thinking about is Sasha and Bayley. Maybe they do something where they bring both Sasha and Bayley to SmackDown, and they bring Natalya over to Raw. I don't know. I have a headache, Joe.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to figure. There's a lot of things.
3 things that are definitely happening.
Oh, that's my. I have to give it 3 things that are definitely happening.
3 things are definitely
happening. I don't know, man. I think I would move. I would certainly say Balor and the Club should definitely go. That's number 1. I think that Natalya is definitely going to move. I think that's for sure.
2.
And I don't know. I'm trying to think of some of the mid-card guys that could go, one way or the other. I'll say that Owens finds a way back onto Raw. I'll say that that'll happen sometime tomorrow as well. How about that?
So you have Owens to Raw,
Natalya to Raw, and then the Club to SmackDown. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go Daniel Bryan goes to Raw. You already said the Club. So Daniel Bryan goes to Raw. Bobby Roode goes to Monday Night Raw. And Balor and the Club was a fair trade. The Velveteen Dream pops up. I don't know. Throwing things against the wall and see if it sticks, Joe.
All right.
He didn't win the NXT either titles. People love him. Heard some rumblings on the dirt sheets, Actually, it was a Facebook post, so I don't know. But listen, it's the son of a bitch has got me watching again on Monday. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's what they do, man. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who moves where and if they do things that we like or don't like, or what new feuds may arrive as part of the shakeup. So it's at least it's a ratings grab for them for sure.
You got to get Daniel Bryan and The Miz on the show at some point together, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess now that he's wrestling again, so I could see either Bryan going to Raw or Miz going to SmackDown, back to SmackDown. I mean, I don't know how they feel about moving guys back and forth year after year. So
yeah, that's why I don't want to go. Like Charlotte or Alexa Bliss seem like likely candidates, but they both switched. So I wouldn't do that again. But
yeah.
Well, we'll be watching on Monday night. And tonight we'll be watching Ring of Honor Steel City Excellence, correct?
Masters of the Craft.
Steel City was last night, and there was apparently a brawl. Do we have any idea who was involved?
No, I can't find spoilers anywhere for this darn show, so I've been looking this morning since I woke up. I just gave up. That's usually what I do. So,
rumor has it they destroyed Cody Rhodes' Chipotle.
Yes, I heard about that.
You're gonna step on a man's food. The Bucks were pretty upset. They say that shit doesn't happen in their locker room. I don't know. I can't wait to see who's your guess. Who do you think it was?
I don't know. I really, I don't know enough
Let's
about.
start a rumor. Let's get us over. Let's say you broke news.
Oh wait, just shut our YouTube channel down again. We can't have that. So
I feel like it was Brian Malonis and somebody.
No, I don't think he wouldn't have stepped on the Chipotle, right? He probably wouldn't have stepped on the Chipotle. He would have just stolen the Chipotle.
Nice fat jokes. Who are you, Alexa Bliss? We are.
It's not body shaming, bro. He just has a healthy appetite. That's what this is.
Oh yeah, have you seen him eat, Joe, or do you assume that?
So where can people find us on the internet, Mike?
Joe, we're body positive here.
Where can people find us on the internet?
You can find us on Twitter at All Night Long WP. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/AllNightLongWP. You can find us on Damage 365 Radio Network. You can find us on our Instagram at All Night Long WP on Instagram. I got this Halloween poster and this Friday Nightmare on Elm Street poster and the Friday the 13th poster on Amazon. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's this week's edition of the All Night Long Wrestling Podcast. I wish we had some sort of guest on this week, but things happen, Joe, huh?
Things do happen, Mikey.
Yeah, things happen. Listen, we appreciate you checking us out. Make sure to follow on the Facebook. Go to YouTube, All Night Long Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to it so you get all the updates. You're bored. Whenever we go live, it's going to send you an alert on YouTube. We got to get to 100 subscribers. That's our goal. We're about 60 or so right now. Get us 40 more. Something cool is going to happen, I promise. iTunes, you're going to rate it. You're going to review it. You're going to subscribe to it. We're going to appreciate it. And when we get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to have new shirts. So that's what I'm hoping for. 100 YouTube subscribers, new merch, daddy. We are the All Night Long Wrestling Podcast. He's the Stallion. I'm the Enforcer. And we're tapping out once again.